Hi, Dale Campbell here at Don Johnson Motors in Rice Lake, Wisconsin. Today I'm going to tell you about our 2018 GMC Acadia. This is an SLT all-wheel drive. Black cherry metallic exterior color. It's a beautiful choice. Of course, you're going to have the daytime driving lights. They're LEDs. Look very nice, both right and left side. The projector beam headlamps. The beautiful chrome grille. The iconic red GMC in the front. It's a great looking vehicle. They ride very nice, handle very well. Very economical. It's got the 3.6 V6 engine in it with a 6-speed automatic transmission. You can expect to get 25 miles per gallon on the highway and 17 in the city. They're very nice, smooth riding vehicles. Take a look at the inside now, of course. It's got jet black leather interior, full power passenger seat there for you. Forward and back on the base, along with the recliner and lumbar. And good sound system because we did equip it with the Bose sound system. A little extra storage in the doors. Your power window and lock for the passenger. Of course, there's plenty of room in that armrest. Easy and comfortable to use. Ahead of it, of course, you got your select for the 4-wheel drive because now you have control over that. You can be in 2-wheel drive, the 4-wheel drive, or a little bit of sport mode, or the off-road mode, or trailer towing. You have the park assist. If you wish to turn that off, you can do that right there beside that knob. Up in the front, we've got our hazard switch along with the traction control, and then of course the automatic transmission with the plus and minus. So when you get down into the L position, you can shift that transmission. Put it in drive, it'll do everything it's supposed to do automatically, just like we're used to. Notice it does have the heated front seats, drivers and passengers, and down in that compartment, it's a little dark down there, I understand, but there is a couple USB ports, an input for an iPod, and a 12-volt power outlet. For your comfort, this does have tri-zone heating. The driver and passenger have their own for the front, or they can be ran together. And then, of course, there is rear climate control, which you can see you can control here in the driver's or in the GM IntelliLink radio system. Guests in the back seat can control it also, but once they're gone, it makes it easier for the driver to make it like what's going on here in the front seats. Talk about the IntelliLink radio system. That feature has lots of things it can do for you. Of course, on the far left, you can have the radio screen there, where it'll display for AM, FM, or XM radio. Or if you're streaming music from your phone, it'll display different information that comes from your phone. You do have the benefit of the phone there, which, so you can, as I mentioned, you can pair phones to this for Bluetooth capability, whether it's making phone calls or hands-free texting, or, as I mentioned, listen to music. The projector is because you can use your Apple CarPlay or Android Auto if that's the format of phones that you're using. And then, of course, we've got OnStar, the text messaging, and the settings. We'll go through all of that. There is a second page on there. That's what the arrows are for. You can see there, you can take a look at the camera. If the vehicle's running, we could press that. It would show us a live feed of what's behind us besides when we have the vehicle in reverse. So the benefit there is because this is equipped with trailer package, you could look at different things on your trailer as you're driving, just to make sure that they're still secure as you're going down the road or when you're sitting still. The shop button is, of course, another feature we can talk about when you stop in. We did choose to put sunroofs in this. It's got the dual sunroof, so I'm going to take a peek up above here. As you can see, the front one is a functional roof. It can vent up or slide open, whatever you'd like to do, or just have the benefit of the sunshine shining in. You don't care for it, not to worry. That shade does pull. As you can see, the back one is closed at this point, so that's what you'd experience in the front if you wish to. The rear is just a fixed glass. If we open that up, you'll just have another big window with sunshine for your guests in the second and third row seats. We'll make our way now to that second row seat area, where we can also see some of the third. This side seat is pulled ahead a little bit right now. That is on a track. It can go backwards. I'm going to demonstrate, though, how we can tip that up. It's designed now to handle a forward-facing child seat, and you wouldn't have to remove it to get into the third row. We lift up on this handle that's right up here. That seat is going to pivot forward. I'll just show you the results. It's kind of hard to show you that when I'm the only person running the camera. You can see that angle did not change. It hugs up to that front seat. Maybe that seat would have to be forward if you had a child seat in there, but then it gives you the room to make entry to that third row seat. Right now I do have one of them down, the other one is up. This is a 6-passenger seated car. 2 in the third row, 2 in the second, and of course 2 in the front. going to slide that seat backwards. Of course, now those seats do fold down if you needed them to. We can take this handle here, lift up on it, and down it comes. Gives you a flat surface and all the way to the back. Both right and left side do that. We'll show you that when you stop in and take a peek. I'm going to put this seat back up now. Those headrests do articulate. We've got them pivoted down right now because it makes it a little easier for the driver, if there isn't a guest in the second or third row, to see out the rear view window. I'll use the rear view mirror and see very well out the window. All we have to do to move that up is we grab it, pivot it up, and it's in the normal position. There is a button then on the left side of that headrest. We can push it. That articulates that headrest down. So take a walk down to the back of the vehicle. It does have the ultrasonic rear park assist. That's those little sensors in the rear bumper. There are 4 of them. Backup camera, of course, which is right above the license plate, right below that nice iconic red GMC symbol. If we want to open the gate, we can do that. We can use our remote, or down here in this little area here, we can squeeze. There's a rubber touchpad. We'll squeeze that. The gate is a power gate, where we can use the full opening setting or the 3/4 and program what would be a convenient height so we don't hit whatever may be above us. Maybe it's a parking ramp, maybe it's restriction in your garage, maybe there's a tree where you're parked. All kinds of different options of why you'd want that not to open all the way. So I've got the one side down right now. We can put the other side down very easy. We pull that tether right there, and that will allow us to push that seat forward. Gives us a lot more cargo area if it's necessary, if there isn't people needed to sit in the 3rd row seat. There's a little storage off on the side. We can lift this little area up here. More storage down inside or underneath that little area. If we needed to fold those 2nd row seats down from the back, we're now able to do that. See if our light will allow us to show you that. It's not very well, does it? But right over here, there's 2 handles. Now I'm going to pull the top one. That's going to lay that left seat down. So see, you wouldn't have to come from the back. If you had something that was longer, you can lay those seats down from the back instead of setting your item down, walking around, put the seat down, and then come back to put that item in. So a lot of new features we put in the new Acadia. Definitely makes it more handy. We did choose to put a trailer hitch on this vehicle, so underneath that black cover, there is a 2-inch receiver with a plug back there for your trailer lights. We can close that gate again with our remote, or push the button right here, or up in the driver's door, which I'll show you in a moment. There's a button we can push there that can open and close that gate as well. You heard the chime. The tail lamps were flashing also to warn you that the gate is coming down. We do have the gas door on the left side of the vehicle. Makes it easy to use. Pull to that pump. It is capless. Notice there is no gas cap on there. I really like the color of those wheels. It's a dark gray. It accents this black cherry metallic paint very well. Of course, it is the passive entry system. So as you can see, we do have the little silver button. As long as we have the remote key fob in our pocket, we can press that to lock all four doors, or press it once on the driver's door, it unlocks the driver's door. Press it a second time and the rest of the doors would unlock. If we go to any of the other 3 doors, they will lock or unlock all 4 doors by pressing this button. The vehicle is unlocked, so we're going to open that door and take a peek at the inside of the door. A moment ago, we were back at the back gate. On the edge of the driver's door, there is the button that I was referencing to open and close the rear gate. As you can see, there's the max, and then there's 3/4 and there's off. We can turn it to 3/4 or off. The chime is because the car just was saying in the driver's information center that, hey, the rear power hatch is now off. I just turned it back to max. A little more storage bottle like on the passenger front door on the driver's door. Your master switch for your windows. The rear window lock, so the rear windows switches would be inoperative. You'd still be able to control them from the driver's door. And of course, your left and right mirror switches along with the adjustments for them. Door lock switch is right above or ahead of the door handle. It's got an electric parking brake now. Don't have that handle to pull or a pedal to push with our foot. It's electric. We press to apply it, we press to release it. Right beside it, of course, that's the rheostat to increase or decrease the headlamps. The dash lamps at night for your comfort. Left side of the steering wheel, of course, is your cruise control buttons. Right side is, of course, the driver's information buttons, besides the voice activation to tell you when you're changing your radio station, or voice activate to change your radio station, or make phone calls, or makes hands-free text messages. And then, of course, when you're completed with your call, you can hang up right there. There's other buttons on the back side of the steering wheel we'll talk about when you're here. And then, of course, your wiper switches are on the right-hand stalk. Cruise control and headlamp switch, of course, on the left-hand stalk. Of course, it has OnStar. It has Wi-Fi capability. We'll tell you about those features when you stop in to take it for a drive, or any of our other vehicles. We'll tell you about it then. So, if you have any questions about this vehicle, give myself a call. It's Dale Campbell. You can reach me here at Don Johnson Motors in Rice Lake at 715-475-1414. Thanks for stopping by today.